Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And I want to welcome you to Shortcuts for Your Soul. And today we have this collective called The Ascended again with us today. This will be the third time in a week I've ever had a collective come. First time I've had a collective come to me 3 times in a week. And they said they wanted to follow up with what had occurred last Wednesday and what occurred on Saturday that was really important. And the subject today is going to be on loving life, which is really, when that understanding came to me as a vibration, the meaning and importance of understanding the concept as more than just an idea, loving life, the adjective, the action of that concept has to be really clearly understood as well. Thank you very much. Also, if you want to support this work, please become a member of our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. You can support this work in that way. You can also support this work through the super chats in here. You can offer a super chat donation through there, or you can prioritize your questions because we get a lot of questions. And again, also a reminder, in less than a month, we have our Mediumship Courses beginning. Mediumship 101 course starts September the 5th, which is a Saturday, September the 5th. If you want all the information on the courses and classes, please go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. You'll get all the information there. It's going to be a jam-packed 3 weeks. Actually, it'll be a jam-packed 9 weeks for those of you that go on to the Mediumship 101 and 102 and 103 courses. You literally learn to tap into the angelic realms, the guides, the angels, the non-physical beings that are available to all of us all the time. It's not exclusive to some people. It's just that others have developed that awareness. Others have not developed that awareness. It's just a different level of senses. And so it's really important, especially at this time, to be able to get guidance that's beyond the framework of what you think you know. Because what we've acquired in our minds and through our bodies is limited to what we've acquired through our minds and our bodies. It's important to be able to access information, knowledge, and wisdom that's outside of what you know. Because you can't learn anything new from what you know. You can only learn something new from what you don't know. And they stress this again and again and again. It is the unknown that liberates you to grow and expand and experience your life. And today, again, they wanted to talk about loving life. I'm just going to scroll up here for a second here. Wow. Thank you, Anne-Marie. I really, really appreciate that gift. Thank you so much. We are going to get into questions very shortly. But I want to say something that it's important you understand. Loving life, they said to me, loving life is not about, watering a plant or that. It's loving life is about having a deep, honest respect and appreciation and connection to those things that are life. It's not about something separate from you. It's something that is you. Loving life is about honoring that which is life. And that which is life is living. It's dynamic. It's active. It lives, moves, breathes within you and all around you. They said to me, you think of things like technology, they do not give you life. They just give you a sensation. And there's a difference between a sensation and experiencing the life that is within you. They said the first step one must begin to really feel the essence of life is go into your physical heartbeat. They said, go into your physical heartbeat. Put yourself there. Do not try to figure it out. Do not try to describe it. Go into your physical heartbeat and be the beat. Become the sensation, the energy of that which is doing that. Be that which is the life within you. You will be given information, inspiration, and ideas from the very source of life within you as to what you should say and what you should do and when you should say and do certain things. There is a great disrespect that is pandemic among your species in that you have forgotten that the air you breathe gives you life. You have forgotten that the water you drink gives you life. You have forgotten that all the other animals and other beings on this planet that contribute to your life, you have forgotten that. And yet many of you take from it freely, never recognizing you're actually taking from yourself. You're actually taking your life by taking the life of other things, other beings on this planet. When you take something, you take something. It is important to understand how to honor, to expand, to give to life, to give more to life. The energy to this vibration is not just peaceful. The energy to this is a vibration of excitement, of great love and respect. But they say, go into your heartbeat. Go into your heartbeat and really become it. Become that essential light that moves your heart. Become the energy behind the physical heart. So it's not just the physical sensation of your beating heart. It's the energy that causes the beating of your heart that takes you into a closer relationship, into a oneness with that which is life within you. And from that, if you can listen and hear and feel its inclinations, its information, its suggestions, you will find yourself wanting to behave and think very differently than you do in the process of analyzing that which you call life. The analysis will not give you the understanding of the experience of being that which is life. We understand that you have these things called a mind, but that is not who you are. It is simply the accumulative knowledge that helps you preserve the expression of your physical form. That which you are in your essence is that life. And you have got into trying to figure out what you already are. And we are here to say it is simple to let go of this thing called analysis and move back into that which you are as being. And it is in being that you will know what is the doing. To weigh and analyze what you should or should not do, or what you should or should not think, is to separate yourself from the very thing that would allow you to do real thinking. For real thinking requires very little thought. Real thinking requires awareness and a connection to the natural, deep impulses from the very spirit that animates that body, from the very spirit that moves the air around you, the very spirit that causes the waves in the water, the spirit that causes the planets to follow behind the sun through the stars at hundreds of thousands of miles per hour. Very few of you even understand the concept of light speed when your solar system is moving much faster than that. Your ideations and understanding of things are very limited from the perspective of that body. When you learn to identify that which you are as a being in relationship to all that is, your way of conducting yourself and thinking and doing will be very different. Yes, I've just asked him, well, how does this apply to our day-to-day experience of being? How does this apply to what's going on in the world today? And they're saying it's important to not be distracted, to be mindful, but to be undistracted. What is within you will save you, as what is within you can harm you. So find that life within you, for it knows how to give more life. Find out what it is compelling you to be, what it is suggesting that you do. Yes. Very fascinating. So I'm going to let them take the questions and answers, because there's vibrations and energies here that that are like really, I literally feel like I want my whole chest to open up and just let that whatever I'm feeling go through, because I can't describe it other than to say that it's absolutely incredible, that it's something that's available to all of us. And so we'll turn this over to them, and we'll see where we go from here. Wow. What about that meditation on Saturday? I don't know if for some of you, I got great feedback from the meditation. That was profound to me, and it lets us truly get connected to something that is more. Go back to the video we did on Saturday, on Supernatural Saturday. It's an amazing video, and it was the follow up on what they had done with us on Wednesday. that 2-minute primary meditation. They said they primed it with the 2-minute meditation, and Saturday was the initialization of that which was primed. And for those of you that are continuing to do that, you will understand more of what we're saying today in terms of this essence of connecting to the life and being the life that is what you are, and then allowing yourself to express thought and action from what you are being, as to opposed to what you've been thinking you are supposed to be being. Very fascinating. Well, good morning, everybody. Again, thank you for all your support on this channel. It's really great. It's appreciated, and so many people are getting involved, and it's just so many things happening. We got a question here from Magical Buddha. How do I forgive myself for not being able to create a romantic relationship in my life? It's funny, I get this they're chuckling. The way to forgive yourself from this is not an external condition. This is an internal denial. For that which you think you have not had on the outside is that which you deny yourself on the inside. For if you truly embraced that life within you, without definition, without trying to seek it out there, if you truly embraced this life in you that is as you, then the expression of you as this life would never deny you the realization that you have never been lacking the experience or expression of love or joy except within you. And that which is around you merely reflects to you that which you need to remember from the inside out. So please understand this. Go within, as we said, to your heartbeat, that which the life within your physical body emanates from. Go deeply into that. Go deeply into the feeling of the love that is that light and life within you. Allow your mind to be pushed aside by it. Allow yourself to become it. And then allow it to flow. Allow it to flow through your hands. Allow it to flow through your words. Allow it to flow through your thoughts. For it will give you different thoughts. It will have your body speak different words. But you will know that you are that which it is. Well, that's really cool. I like that. Thank you for that question, Buddha. It's really important. Life as it is different than what we think about life. Like I look at the plants or the trees or the birds, thinking about them is different than being in an alignment with them, being the life that is with them as them. And so I really, and on my meditations, I do this quite frequently. I do go into the heart and into the vibration of the consciousness that's in there. And if you're able to do that, you're going to begin to get your thinking mind out of the way. Because once your thinking mind is out of the way, then what you are being as a being can begin to be felt again. As children, we didn't have to think about what we were being. We were just being it. Now you have to let go of this interpretive mechanism called your mind and reconnect to the innate impulse of your being, which knows how to digest food and circulate blood. It knows how to spin planets around. It knows how to do all this. Yes. Yeah. They're saying the only way to know this is to experience it, to not even get caught up in the words we would tell you about it, but to go into the experience of that which you are. Thank you so much for that question. Buddha, really appreciate that. Yeah, scrolling down. We got a question from Minaj here. I have hearing loss. Please ask Jesus or Archangel Raphael if it will be possible for me to recover my hearing, or should I depend on a hearing aid? Again, I get giggles. They're saying turn your attention inward, for you are not hearing us. You are not hearing what is most important for you to hear. And it is within you what you should think and what you should say and what you should do. You have been trying to hear the truth in this world, but this world is a product of the truth. It does not give you the truth. It is a product of the truth, which is life. Listen within. If you hear within, you will hear without. But if you deny what you hear within, you will deny what you hear without. The relationship of your body to that which you have with your Creator is identical in nature. If you are able to find that within yourself. Yes, thank you very much. I've got a little being here that wants to get involved in this. Thank you, Manoj, for that question. You want me to hang just a second, folks? Hang on. Come here, sweetheart. Come here. Come here. Okay. This little one here, this is an extension of divine life. This is an extension of the same life that we all are. This isn't the life, this is an expression of it. Just as your body that you're in is an extension of that life, but it is not the life, it's an extension of it. Much like your arm is an extension of your body. You as a being are an extension of this life. And all of these creatures are not much different than us. They are extensions of this light and this life that we all are. And our ability to connect to it internally and then to allow our actions and our thoughts to be formulated from it rather than from what we've been told to think or told to believe or told to say or told to do. But within you is the greatest of all knowledge, the greatest of all truth are available to each and every one of you. But you will not find it in your book. You will not find it in your technology. You will not find it out there, for it is within you as you, and you are free to discover that, and you are free to ignore that. But there are different effects in your experience of your being with either choice. One will give you more life as an expression of your being. The other one will give you less life as an expression of your being. And the further you get away from that life which is you, the shorter your life is. Which is why for many, many millennia, your species have gotten less in age. You are coming back now. You're being to come back. There were times when many of you could live for thousands of years because your connection to that light, that infinite love and love within inside you did not have a limit placed upon it until you got wandering out into this world and made the world more important than the very life that gave this world to you. Thank you. Question from Patricia. I already had the question in my mind to ask, why am I sometimes feeling my heartbeat, but most times I don't? What would be the best technique? Okay, sorry, I got distracted. I've just been the vibe of the dog. I can put you down here, sweetheart, okay? You might need me. She might need me to go get her a little snack, and that's probably what she's going to expect from me in a moment. Okay, let me just tap back in. Again, it's not the heartbeat. It is what causes the heartbeat. Okay, so you can feel the physical heartbeat in your body. You can feel the physical heartbeat in your body. Now, go into the vibration, not of the heartbeat, but the feeling that causes the heartbeat. Move your awareness to the place where the feeling that causes the heartbeat in and the heartbeat out. There's a sensation of being, of energy, when you feel the physical heart contract or release. Contract or release. Just before the contraction and just after the release, the feeling energy, they're saying it's like light. Your mind might interpret it as light that causes the heart to do this. You want to feel that which causes that. The heartbeat, as we suggested earlier, is merely a starting point. But you want to get into the awareness of experiencing that which causes the heart to beat. The being that causes your heart to beat. And then to become that being and then to become aware of being that. For you, the expansion will be almost immediate. You will feel that radiant frequency around the body. And again, if you are still feeling it as a sensation or a frequency, you are not quite into the being, you are still in analysis. But when you can cease to analyze and go into being that energy, you will understand that which you are a little bit more. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful question, Patricia. Thank you so much. I got a question from Hayat. Does my grandfather who passed years ago want me to know anything? I don't know why he's saying this, but he said something about running something. Do you mean like running or no running? There's something running. What do you mean? Something about something you are supposed to be running. Something you're supposed to be overseeing. Is it like it's something to do with your family, but something that you're supposed to be running with them. Supposed to be running together with this. Again, I don't know what that's in relationship to, but that's what he's saying. There's something you're supposed to be running with your family. I personally get the sensation that it's like some sort of a business or something that your family has talked about doing together, but haven't really done. But you need to be running it together. It's not something. Yeah, he said it's not something you can do on your own. It's something you need to be running together. Hi guys. Wow. I just want to say something, Patricia. Your question came up on my screen, and I hadn't even clicked the question. I hadn't even gotten down to it. So understand, these beings are with all of us right now. They're running us to get in touch with ourselves. We are one with them. They're saying to me right now, we are one with all that is, and that perception of being allows us to function very differently as individuals and as a collective. To function as individuals and as a collective simultaneously. This is very important. That's really cool how that happened. Question from SJK. I am a healthy post-menopausal woman in good shape, but just discovered I have pelvic organ prolapse. Is there a deeper meaning here, and how do I heal myself? The words they're saying to me right now, they're saying you must release the idea from your mind that you have missed anything. And again, I don't know that's in reference to, but they're saying it very clearly. You must release from your mind any idea or feeling that you have missed anything. They're saying you can do that as a sensation, that you can identify if there's any feeling energy in your body, your mind, where you feel like you've missed something. If you're looking back on the party, feels I wish I had have. They're saying release that. Release that. If there's anything you think you have missed or didn't complete, release the feeling around that. They're saying you'll feel an immediate change in the sensation of that part of the body when you have done that effectively. And they're stressing the word effectively. That when you effectively release that emotion, that feeling from your body, you'll see an immediate change in it. Yes, thank you very much. That's really cool. Thank you, SJK. I really appreciate that. Great questions, guys. So grateful. Yes, I know, Patricia. That was really funny. I was surprised. I don't know how it got up on the screen before that or before Manash's question. But again, when you align yourself to life, when you start to become one with the life that is within you, everybody's so damn busy running around the world trying to find their joy in that special person, that thing, that drug, that thing that's going to make them feel, woo. Everybody's so busy running out there. You got to run inside because it's inside you. It's beating our hearts right now. It's in us. It is us. And when you run inward and you begin to discover that life that is you and that you are with it, then what you can do through your body, what you can be in this world will be far greater than anything you can get from this world, and you will give to this world so much more. You would not harm an animal. You would not eat a cow or a chicken if you understood the value of the life that is you. You'd be finding ways of propagating it in the most wondrous ways. And we're getting there. I mean, we're starting to become aware as a species, but they're very clear about this, that if we're in alignment with this, we are liberated. We are free. You are free in life, but you're not free when you're separate from it. You're not going to find, you can see the expressions of life out there, but to know what your relationship is, thank you, to know what your relationship is to the life that is around you, you must have a relationship first with the life that is within you. If you do not have a relationship with the life that is within you, how do you expect to have a good relationship with the life that's around you? You won't. If you don't have a good relationship in here, you will not have a good relationship with life out there. And that's evident to us. We can see that most of you don't have a relationship with the very life that is within you. And today we say to you, encourage you to profoundly go inside, get in alignment with that life that gives you life, unite with it, allow it to guide you in your expression in this world. Do not allow this world to guide you in your expression of it. You are here, you came here to give to life. You did not come here to take from it. You have forgotten this. Wow. Thank you so much. Wow. Where I'm just wow, the energy is so intense here, guys. I again, thank you so much. Just going down here. Lydia, thank you so much. Oh, a question from Mary. Wow, questions are just popping up. This is wonderful. I've never seen this happen before. Thank you, guys. How can I live my life if there is so much work I have to do for others? I've finished, too tired to do what I want. Wow, they're saying that you are not honoring life the way it is meant to be honored if you continue to perceive that your happiness and well-being are exclusively that, whether or not you feel good in your body or not is simply not the right defining. Do you feel good as a being? We've already suggested that you go with inside. We even provided a meditation for you to do so this past Saturday, and we gave you the first step last Wednesday. Go within yourself before you do anything, align to that life, and from there let your actions come forth. From there let your thoughts come forth. If you continue to seek the rewards of this world from the efforts of your actions, you will be denied. For the rewards of your actions in this world will come from within you. The very life within you will reward you with the joy of your nature of being. It is from the joy of your being that you must give, not to give for the sake of hoping to receive the joy of your being from outside of yourself, for it is not outside of yourself, it resides within you. It resides within you. And you can feel that if you place your hands simply over your heart and you feel that that life is giving you life. And you go into a place and you feel gratitude for that life that is giving you life. And then you let your actions be with that life going forward. You do this thing from there. You feel the life of your life giving that life to others with gratitude. For you will not run out of life, for it is within you. It is eternal within you, and you are eternal within it. And if you give from it, you will have more of it from within. But do not expect your fulfillment to be granted to you from this world, for the fulfillment of your life is within you. Wow. Thank you so much, Mary. I really appreciate that question. Wow. Wow. Question from Anne-Marie. What am I lacking that I am not being messages through like I used to? Bringing messages through like I used to is what she means. So thank you. So what am I lacking that I'm not bringing messages through like I used to? They're saying you're not lacking anything but the perception of thinking that you are the one that is the sole source of messages. For the source of messages is something that is within you. You must stop trying to be the universe and allow the universe to work through you. It will. You do not have to try so hard. The light and the love and the wisdom that you seek to offer to others is what you are, but you must be in alignment with the greater one that is within you. For it knows all things that you need to say and do that will be of greater benefit to all around you. You cannot, as an individual, expect to figure it out on your own. It is too difficult. But this intelligence that is the very essence of all life has all answers, all actions, all words, all thoughts, and all deeds that you could possibly need to perform. Again, we will stress this. Find your life. It is within you. Allow it. Allow it. Do not try. Allow. And it's joy when you touch it with your awareness, when you let your awareness meet. When you let your awareness meet with it gently and just feel the immense love that it has for you within you, and allow yourself to be enveloped by that love, to become united with it, and then allow all of your actions to spring forth from that. And you will know the distinction, for you will feel if your love grows. For when you give love truly, your love will grow. If you give love falsely, your love will shrink. You will not feel fulfilled, which is why you see such suffering on this planet, because people have not learned how to give love. They're still trying to get it, to find fulfillment. And the more they try to find that which they already have, the more they will deny themselves that which they have. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Emery. That's a great question. Wow. Wow. Oh, thank you, Lydia. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's see. Question from Kathy. Do my guides have any messages for me? They're saying, are you listening now? They're saying, are you listening closely? We hope you are. If you're listening closely now, you will be delighted if you are not already. Many of you are finding that you ask your question we have already answered before you even speak or write it. We know because we are not separate from you, but you do not know that yet. Wow. Question from Katia. Is Fernando my next boyfriend? You told me I already know the special person of my dating life. Wow. If you're asking me personally, I have my own perception of that. But what they're saying right now is your need. Your need should not outweigh your passion to find the love within you. Your need should never outweigh your passion to find the love that is within you. If you are seeking fulfillment beyond the very light that shines from within you, you will move yourself into the darkness. Find first that light within you, and your way shall be enlightened. I'm understanding that if you're focusing on trying to get some sort of a fulfillment, or that other person or that other thing is going to somehow make your life better, it can add to it, but you have to find that within yourself. If you don't find that amazing sense of being within you that you are, if you don't connect to that, it's going to be hard to recognize out there. You'll be hoping to find it. Really learn to let go of your need to try and find fulfillment out there. Find it within you first, because when you find it within you, that feeling of fulfillment inside you will generate a knowingness. It'll generate a knowingness around you. I'm experiencing it all the time. It generates a knowingness around you about what to say, what to do, what not to say, what not to do, who to speak to. You start to develop a knowing, who to allow in, who not to allow in. And it's not a judgment. It's just your being knows what it needs to be and do. This infinite intelligence, this all-knowing mind cannot make a mistake. You can't outthink it, but you can align yourself to it. Align yourself to it, Katya. Wow. Thank you so much. Question from Lydia. When my mom crossed over, did she meet her baby son in her arms right now and beside her? She gets to see him as all things that he is, that he will be in this realm. Yeah. How I'm hearing that is that she got to experience that. She got to experience that she thought she didn't get to experience, but she also got to experience how he had evolved. So she gets to actually experience the full spectrum of his being, and she's not just limited to that belief in the loss that she thought she had, because she now knows she didn't lose it, right? That's a beautiful thing. You realize there is no such thing as death. There's a transformation of energy from a physical state to a non-physical state, to a visible state to an invisible state. And all energy does that. All matter does that. All matter goes through being visible and invisible. We are transmuting energy all the time. So important. Wow, all these wonderful questions. I'm just going to scroll down here. Thank you for that. Looking for more questions here. Here we go. Question from a sunny soul. Any guidance from my higher self, Carla, for me? I don't know what I'm getting this. She's showing me this image of a green crystal. I don't know, but it's a green crystal, and being near the base of a tree with this green crystal, and holding it close to your heart. And again, I don't know why she's giving that to you, but a green crystal near the base of a tree, and holding that green crystal to your heart. Cool. Thank you. Question from I am. Was humanity socially engineered from the dark forces on the planet to eat animals? When I go vegetarian, I actually lose eyesight and don't feel sustained, so I go back to eating meat. They're telling me right now, it is what you see on the inside that you will find the revelations on the outside. As to your understanding of dark forces, again, we know that these are physical realities that exist based on the creative processes of certain individuals that have chosen to remain separate intentionally from the very source of their light, but are able to harness its power for the creative process. For there is no restriction on who may use the creative energy of infinite intelligence. It does not judge, it allows, it is an endless flow. But you must learn to see what you need to see inwardly. And it is hard for you to forgive yourself for the pain that you have caused these animals. Wow. Yes. Wow. Excuse me, I'm just feeling that. They're saying that really, like, when you forgive yourself, let go of the judgment you have on yourself for eating meat. They're saying let go of that judgment. Let go of the judgment towards yourself, and you will see clearer when you make that transition. Let go of your judgment towards yourself. They're saying it's not necessarily conscious, but it's more embodied. It's in your body. You still hold judgment and anger in your body about what you have done. And you have to release yourself from that judgment and that anger so that your eyes won't be affected that way. So heal that anger, literally release it. And if you go back on some of the meditations that the Ascended did on Saturday and on Wednesday, and also some of the meditations that have happened on the other Supernatural Saturdays, learn how to discharge that energy, get in touch with your judgment around eating animals. They say a lot of people make transitions. A lot of people make the transition to not eat meat from a perspective of fear and anger, and not from compassion. If you make that transition from a true sense of compassion, it will be much easier for your body to make that transition, and simultaneously not to hold any judgment for the mistakes that you made in your past, because you're moving into a new timeline, new paradigm. Wow. Thank you so much. That's very enlightening for me to understand that concept, that when you make a transition from when you've harmed life, learn to forgive yourself for your errors, right? Forgiveness, by the way, Master Jesus tells me repeatedly, the word forgiveness literally translates into let go of. It literally translates into let go of, from, if you look at it from the Aramaic language. To let go of is to forgive. So forgive your anger, let go of it. Forgive your self-judgment, let go of it. Forgive your fear, let go of it. Forgive yourself. Doesn't mean you're forgiving yourself for something bad. You're letting go of things you no longer serve, that will no longer serve your expression of love as a being of light and love. Cool. Thank you so much. Great question, I am. Question from Hat. How do I remain in the state of feeling? By continually practicing it, going back to it, going back to it. You have to train your mind and body to do this, because your mind and body have been trained by the world around you to be a certain way, to think and act and believe certain things. You must train your mind and body by repeatedly going back to that feeling, repeatedly going back until your mind and body are imbued and filled with it, and that is all that they know. Just as they currently think they only know the things of the senses of this world, you must train your mind and body to know the senses of your spirit, of your soul, of your being. And you must refresh it and refresh it and refresh it until it becomes their normal. You have to teach them how to be that again. As a child, you did not even consider being separate from your life. You were your life. Now you have to teach your body and your mind to be one with it again. And this must be done consciously and deliberately. You have to teach it again how to remember to be free. Thank you, Hayat. Wow. Just scrolling down here. Wow. Question from Lori. Will you bring forth a message for my fiance, Andrew, please? Oh, wow. They're just saying stop holding that anger. Stop holding that anger, they're saying. This is his first step. And I don't know that. Yeah, it is behind you. Leave it behind you. But that's what they're saying right now. Let go of that anger. Again, I don't know what that's in relationship to. They're saying, Andrew, you know what that anger that you're still holding on to is. It will be easier for you to move forward when you let that go. It may not be up here. It may be deep in your what this one calls the subconscious mind. But it is there. Let it go, and they're saying it will be like letting a sandbag off a hot air balloon. You'll go higher. You'll feel it. They're saying they're actually beside you right now, helping you to identify that sensation of anger. And if you let that go, you'll feel yourself going higher. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. Wow. Question from Marion. So, the whole question from Marion, missed from earlier. Does my ex-partner Jordy spend time with me? Have any messages? He left this world 15 years ago. There's a big yes on that. You can feel his essence. They're saying you can feel his essence at the top of your physical heart. You feel his spark with your spark and the divine spark. Just at the actual top of your physical heart, you'll feel that energy there. They're saying if you allow yourself to not try to analyze it, but to just allow it to integrate, there will be other things that will unfold for you as your expression here. Yeah. So feel the sensation. Once you're aware of it, once you've identified the sensation of that spark, then allow yourself to just integrate it as an aspect of your being so that the energy that he offers you can be integrated as part of your dynamic expression. Remember, when people leave the body, they do not cease to function as consciousness. They just don't have a physical medium of expression. If I had two radio sets here right now, and they're both playing the same radio station, if I smash one and the other's still playing the radio station, it just means that the signal is still playing. This one just does not have the mechanism to express it. That's what death is, not an ending of life. It's the ending of a physical mechanism for expressing that life. Right now, this one has this physical body that he expresses his life through as this physical mechanism. And when the physical mechanism ceases to exist, that does not mean this one ceases to exist. It means the system for expressing these messages will cease to exist, but the messages and the information and the being will continue. Wow. Thank you, Marion. Let's see. Wow. Wow. Oh, thank you so much, Lori. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Wow. Message, question from Kelly. Any message? It's funny, before I even read it, message. Kelly, bowls. Something about bowls. Tone. They're saying tones. You need to make tones. Kelly, there's certain tones you need to practice. Ooh, I can. It's like I don't know if it's what note this is. But there's a tone. They're saying there's tones you need to make to align yourself to the awareness of your being. Tones that you need to make that will take you away from distraction. Tones that will take you away from this world so you can come back home. Tones. Yeah, and they seem to be higher pitched as opposed to lower. That one particular tone. There are tones that you need to make that will bring you back. Cool. Always something new. Always something new. I love it. Thank you so much. Wow. Question from Mary. Why do I get tachycardias sometimes? I don't get to see why the heart jumps violently. Sometimes I wonder what the intention is. They said, remove your interpretation of violence. Remove your interpretation of violence of the sensations. Remove your interpretation, for you have the experience, this influx of energy, and your body and your mind in its analysis judge it to be a certain thing. And in the judgments of your analysis, you experience that which is a different thing than what you interpret it to be. We would ask, as we have already asked everybody today, go back to your heart. Be not judgmental. Feel the life that moves through there to you. Open up to receiving it, not judging it and not fearing it. You can only fear that which you do not understand. But if you choose to release your fear of not understanding, then you will experience that which you do not understand, and you will find understanding. This is a great question. I got to say, from a three-dimensional perspective, I, as William, I know that I would get these arrhythmias periodically, like in the heart. And exactly what they're saying, I learned to just feel. And now when it happens, I actually feel my field expand. It's like this waves of energy go out from my being to the world. And now I welcome that energy, because remember, the heart, the life flows through us here. And when we judge it, it alters what's coming, right? It really does. It alters what's coming when you judge it. And it's so important to get past that process of judgment. It's so important to get past that process of judgment. Wow. Thank you so much for that, Marion. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Grace is asking, should we get involved in investigating the pedophile accusations or let those dark matters be? This is a powerful question. And I, as an individual, I have had some emotional experience with being at the receiving end of that process as a child. So I understand from me, it's a very personal issue for me. But I also understand that recognizing that what we identify as being true or false is really important. They're saying, from your perspective, yes, this would be very beneficial for you to share the truth as you understand it to be, to awaken those who are asleep to it. For it is important to understand that. But again, we would remind you, before you take any actions, before you share any information, go to your heart. They're using the term, for you, they're using the terms, go to your father and mother's home. Go to your father and mother's home and listen to them, what they think you should say or what they think you should do. Do not get caught up in what others think for you to say or do, but listen to your mother and father. they're using those specific terms for you, Grace. Listen to your mother and father. And again, if you can see your mother and father. Oh, that's cool. I did that. I was just asking why the hands like that. I said the father is the heart squeezing. Energy is the father, and the mother. The squeezing is the father, mother. You actually feel that masculine, feminine energy in the actual rhythm of the heartbeat. That's really cool. Thank you guys. So the heartbeat, the physical heartbeat is masculine, feminine, right? Masculine, feminine, right? They're saying you can feel that. Go to that energy, go to them and ask what, from an energetic level, what you need to think, say, or do with regard to that. That's for you specifically. Again, information, the beautiful thing about an infinite intelligence is it knows what every single aspect of itself requires. I got to see what my timing is here. Oh, perfect. Look at this, eh? So all-knowing intelligence, it's everywhere present, knows exactly what's going on at all points of time. So it knows exactly what's right for each and every individual extension of itself, much the same way as you know what's right to do with your hands when you go to tie your shoes or hold something or drive your car. You know what each thing needs to do. You are the omniscience, the omnipresent consciousness that can direct your body. But there is a greater intelligence within you too that can direct you if you allow it. Master Jesus speaks about this all the time. It is not I, but the Father within that doeth the works. And he walks with that all the time. He allows that flow. So remember that there's an infinite intelligence within all of us right now. It's so cute. Sorry, I'm just looking at the little fox with the heart in its hands. It's so cute. Wow. A question from Christine. Do animals choose to come to Earth? How do they choose? Are they aware of bringing light to Earth? Do they choose the place? Just wondering. No, these ones have come strictly for the experience of being in a united system, contributing effortlessly. This was the natural way, but at current, they are in the process of experiencing that in an unnatural way, but they came here to contribute unconditionally. All life forms initially, even you as a young child, came here to contribute unconditionally to this world. You came to give to it by the sheer nature of your being. And all animals do this. Look at your birds and look at your fish. They are just being. They are just being in relationship to one another without question, without judgment, without attack. Would that you could also do the same, O humanity. You will learn. Wow. Wow. I think we got time for one more question after this, and then I've got to get into other expressions of my being in this day. A question from Karen. I've been told by you and one other that I have a guide from my father's side with me, but I know of no one from his side of my family. Any further information from him? Thank you. He says it's not in what you know, it's in what you don't know. Again, you are trying to use he's saying you're trying to use what you already know to figure out what you don't know. He says to go from trying to figure it out with what you remember, what your senses tell you, into feeling the presence. He's saying feeling our presence with you. And I would, yes, okay. And I would interpret that. So go into a position of feeling they're around you. It's not from, it's, yes. He's saying it's not from what you know from this life, but it is within you in this life. It is around you in this life. You can know it by the feeling, not by your thinking or searching, but by the feeling of it with you. He's saying he's using the word it because you still want to try and see it and analyze it as something separate from you, but it is something that works with you. Just as your fingers on your hand work with each other, they are still separate, but they work together. You must understand that relationship. Many of you need to understand this relationship between yourself and all others. Cool. How are we doing? 3 minutes. Perfect timing. Thank you so much. I just got to clear these up. One more question. Let's see here. Wow. Thank you so much for that, Karen. I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Here's our last question for today from I Am. Question about the animals that are eaten by humanity. I think that question was actually just answered a moment ago. Isn't that amazing? That's wondrous. That's what we have time for today. I want to go back to this. It's important we understand this. Where are you? Right there. It's not there. It's not there. It's right there. You know, loving life, learning to love life is so important. But first, find the life within you. Build a relationship with it. It's really important. You're going to change. Your world will change radically when you come from that light inside you. If you continue to try and get the world to bend to your will, you will continue to feel an insatiable need that never gets filled. But when you find that light, that love that beats your hearts, that mother and father, I love that. That mother and father that is within you, this divine energy that gives us life of being, and we align to it, go to it, and live with it, and let it live through us as an expression of love, because it will express you will express very different from it than what you've been taught to think or feel or believe is true. I want to thank each and every one of you for your contributions, your questions, your time, your energy, because we are at a most wondrous time in human creation. There's so many things. My guides and angels told me 2.5 weeks ago that big changes were going to be coming for 8 to 10 weeks. And well, look what's happened in just the last 2 weeks. It's like mind-blowing. And there's more coming. They're saying it will be both good and wondrous, as well as that which may force you to look within inside yourself. You cannot find eternal joy in the world, but you will find it within your own heart. And on that note, folks, I want to say thank you so much for supporting this work. If you want to support this work further, please consider becoming a Patreon on my Patreon page. That's patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. And again, much love to everybody. Have yourselves a joyful day. Bye for now.